Forgive me for not having a fresh new video here to show you while I do this voiceover, but I didn't have time to go make a video. Got a pretty busy week planned, but that's a different story. Just wanted to talk about these charging adapters, and I did this video on the A to Z adapter, but I wanted to talk about how different adapters compare and, kind of how I went the direction I went. So originally, I had made a video and some Facebook posts about the A to Z adapter and how I was really not sure it was going to be a safe design. I was not really, you know, there wasn't much information out about the adapter, and I was not buying into it. Um, all that they were giving was that it was approved star, and approved star means absolutely nothing to anyone. But apparently that was everything to them. And so that, to me, seemed like a gimmick, a marketing scheme, and I wasn't about it. But my biggest concerns were, especially now that we know, and at the time that's what I had understood, that Ford and Rivian and several others, probably at this point we don't know, will be giving their adapters for free. Why would you buy any of the aftermarket adapters? Um, so, and then once you spend your hard-earned money on that adapter, why would you? What if it's unsafe? Then that's your problem, not theirs. So yeah. But my comments grabbed some attention from A to Z, and I actually got a phone call from the CEO. We talked, maybe 30 minutes on the phone, and he just wanted to squash any concerns that I had with its safety. And despite the comments that I had made, because when I say something, I don't do it with ill intention. I do it with the consumer in mind. I don't care if your business is out to make $1 million. That's got nothing to do with me. If you're doing something unsafe for the consumer, I'm going to say something about it, especially if it could cause, great injury or, death. Um, I'm going to point out the flaws. I don't care, who you are. But the CEO talked to me on the phone. He kind of took care of any concern that I had as far as it being unsafe, and showed me, explained to me that it, how it operated, and the different switches that it had that would cut all communication, to keep it safe. Which I, really appreciated the phone call, but I also appreciated the detail to know, okay, this is at least somewhat safe from what he says. And then they ended up sending me one for free, just so I could test it out, make a video about it. And if I wanted to, I wasn't pressured in any way, but if I wanted to, I could endorse it. And I'm not going to endorse anything unless I 100% back it. I'm going to test it. I'm going to see, is there a concern here, and does it work as good or better than the OEM? And if so, then I will endorse it. And in my video, I did end up endorsing this adapter just because, um, if you're like me, you're not going to get your official OEM adapter until August, or now some of them are in September and October. And if you want to use it now, then you have to go a different route, which in this case is buying an aftermarket adapter like the A to Z. And so in my video, I did say, yeah, that you should do that. Um, the part that I didn't tell you about that video is that I was trying to compare. I was trying to get a couple of these adapters together to try. Now, I'm not going to go buy some Amazon special Chinese, piece of crap. I know those aren't safe. I know they're not going to, net good results. So I didn't even go that route. I wanted to test the official, big, nice ones. A to Z, in my opinion, was one of the bigger ones. But I felt like Lectron was bigger than A to Z. I have worked with Lectron in the past. I have received Lectron products for review, and I have done reviews on them. Um, so I thought, all these other people are getting multiple adapters to do reviews on. I wonder why I haven't heard from Lectron. So I tried to reach out and, just be like, hey, I've worked with you guys before, would be highly interested in doing the Vortex adapter. I do already have an A2Z adapter, so it would be a good comparison video, may help you guys out. I tend to lean toward Lectron because I have used them in the past. Um, and that email went unanswered. So I did call and reach out, to my contact, and they basically just told me that they'd get back to me and never did. So um, I kind of like, it kind of threw me back because I'm like, my entire channel is based on EV stuff. I mean, I'm always talking about EV stuff, and I've done stuff with Electron before, so I felt like, this should be in the bag, easy. And they just kind of left me on red. And it's not that they weren't giving out adapters for review. Many others did get them. But I was left on red on that one, which just kind of threw me back. And I wrote them an email when I made the video, and I just said, I was really disappointed in the fact that, we've worked together. I've been open communication. I've never said one bad word about Electron in the past, and all of a sudden I'm left on red. And really, they forced my hand in making this video because I needed to get the video out as soon as Tesla Superchargers opened up. And still today, I mean, a month later, they haven't made any attempt to even offer me any adapter, aside from me purchasing it with my own money, which would be stupid at this point because I have a great adapter by A2Z. So I was even more happy to endorse a company that not only, was willing to work with me and be upfront with me, but also they were the only ones that actually sent me something, and it was a good product. So it was a win-win in both situations. But now it's come out that the Lectron adapter is actually unsafe. You can unplug the Tesla handle while it's charging, and you don't have to press the unlock button, which would cut communication. So the very thing that I was worried about with the A2Z adapter can be done with the Lectron adapter. It's called an arc flash, and it can cause serious bodily harm or death. Sure, a normal human being that has a brain would not pull the handle out of the adapter while it's charging, but things happen. People trip over cords. I mean, things can happen. And to know that this adapter offers no safety off of that, this is why adapters don't get approved. This is why, things happen. And at the end of the day, what it really came down to was, Tesla opened up their superchargers for other vehicles. A2Z had been working months on theirs. They had revised their design several dozen times to make sure that it was right and safe. And Lectron was late to the party. And when they realized that it was about to happen, they had to hurry and rush their product to market. And that's what they did. They didn't do the proper amount of testing on the product. They didn't end up making a safe product. And it was just a rush to try to get a piece of that pie, to get in on the money. And now you've ended up with an unsafe product. I really hope that they do the right thing here and issue a recall and recall. I've heard that some adapters may have just been assembled wrong, and those are the ones that are unsafe, and some adapters may actually be safe. Hopefully they issue a recall and bring them all back in and make sure that they are all safe. And immediately stop shipping what they're currently shipping out because they're clearly not safe. At the end of the day, I wasn't going to say anything about how they left me on red in this situation because I thought, it's business as usual. Sometimes you get partnerships with companies, and sometimes they end all of a sudden with no reason. I've known that very well. I worked with AT&T for 2 years straight, and all of a sudden that partnership just disappeared all of a sudden. So, it's not uncommon for businesses to take a sudden turn and do something else. But at the same time, I had not intended on mentioning it, but now that I know, I wanted the adapter to test to find these very issues and talk about them and let my viewers know. And it's not just about my channel and promoting my viewers, but more so letting the community know. If I post something like that to tell everyone, others that are in the EV community are going to talk about it. They're going to share it. It doesn't even have to come back to my video. I could give two craps if I get the revenue off of it. It's getting the information out there so that you don't end up in a bad situation. And the fact that I didn't even get the adapter to test, I wasn't able to talk about it, so I just chose not to. And now that this information is out, I should have said something. I should have said something in the original video to just say, I'm not gonna I can't endorse Lectron, even though they've been a very reliable source in the past, because they wouldn't even give me the adapter to test. And now we come to find out they are actually unsafe. So anyway, that's the point I wanted to drive home today. I just wanted to tell you guys, that's why I didn't do a comparison of Lectron like I had intended on doing. And now we know very bad decision in buying the Lectron adapter. Um, at the end of the day, yes, they've made great products in the past, and they've been a pretty big brand in the EV market. But this is very bad for them to essentially rush a product to market so that they could get a piece of the pie and it be unsafe. That should never happen. It should never have been allowed to happen. So that's that. I still highly recommend the A2Z adapter. I have been using it. Still waiting on my official OEM adapter, which won't be here until August. So until then, I will do my road trips with the A2Z adapter, and and for a change, it's actually safe. So there's that. Anyways, see you guys later.